Okay, so you know how I always say, don't just take my word for it, check it out for yourself. So what I'm going to do is show you how to search the CDC database for born alive babies. And if we look here, I'm scrolling down. This is an article by the ACLJ, American Center for Law and Justice, that says 362 infants born alive as a result of botched abortions died in last decade. So this is not a recent article, but it does tell you how to find out. And the ICD, International Classification of Diseases, that isn't just diseases, it's medical procedures, it's everything that somebody would have to code for medical things. And termination of pregnancy affecting fetus and newborn is the ICD-10 code for a baby that is born alive from an abortion and then dies. Okay? So we're going to take that code and we are going to go to the CDC Wonder database that records this stuff. Okay? And if you go to that article, you can click on it and it'll bring you there. So I'm waiting for the window to open. So, and again, I want you to do this. Don't take my word for it. Okay? So, sorry, very slow. Okay, so this is causes of death 1999 to 2017. And it says, you know, don't try to discover the identity of any people. You know, don't use this to try to violate their privacy. So you click that you agree. And it's going to take a while. So, well, we can talk about the whole born alive infants thing. And I honestly don't know how these senators can with a straight face insist that there's no such thing as babies being born alive during abortions and then not cared for after the whole Gosnell thing. So, at any rate, we come down and we look. We're not going to worry about census region. Let's see, group results by... yeah, I don't care. So we'll just leave it for census region. And we're not going to worry about the states or whether they're urban or the age group or anything. But we're going to take the dates here, just all dates from 1999 through 2017. So we've selected all dates. Then we go down and we don't care about what day of the week, whether there was an autopsy, where they died. We are going to look by ICD-10 code. And again, the ICD-10 code that we want is P96.4. So this is P00 to P96. So we'll tell it to open that. Certain conditions originating in the, perinatal period. And then we scroll down again because we need to break it down a little further. Okay. So yeah, certain conditions originating in the perinatal period. Scroll down to 96, other disorders originating in the perinatal period. Perinatal means at around birth. So we open that. And wait for it to roll. And then we scroll down again. To P90. I told it to open P96, didn't I? P96. Open. And keep in mind, this is only deaths that are reported. So this isn't going to include ones where they just killed a baby on the QT, like Gosnell did. Like Carpen's employees say that he did. So, termination of pregnancy, newborn. So let's open that. And, oops, scroll down. So there, we are looking for P96.4, and we're going to say send this request. Okay, so again, this is cases where somebody actually reported the death and it was recorded on the death certificate. Okay, so this is not ones that anybody was trying to hide. These are ones that people were open and honest about and did not try to hide what happened. Okay, so let's look here. We've got these 4 census regions. We've got a total of 592 during that period. So 592 reported cases of babies that died after they survived abortions. Now, of course, this isn't going to also count babies that, like Anna Rosa Rodriguez or Melissa Oden or Joshua Vandervelden, that survived. I mean, that were actually taken for care and provided with proper care. This is the babies that just either extreme prematurity because of the abortion, or they just weren't provided with care. They were wrapped in a towel and left aside. So keep that in mind. These are the reported ones. And as it was either David Grimes or Willard Cates of the CDC once, when asked about babies born alive during abortions, said, who would report that? It's like turning yourself into the IRS for an audit. So do this yourself. Don't trust me. Go through and see how many are reported, much less ones that nobody says anything about.